I'm Cailie Kufura. I was born in St. Louis, grew up in Marinette, Wisconsin, and I now live in Green Bay. But if we're talking student life, it's Stevens Point. I mean, I don't see myself personally as a creative person, but I guess, like, I would say my most creative aspect would be literally just getting dressed. And, like, as simple as that. Just getting inspired by different eras, I think, because, I mean, our era is pretty boring. But I do love, like, the 60s, 70s, 80s, all of it. Colors, eccentricism, that's weird.
How would you describe yourself to somebody who doesn't know you?
Eclectic, I guess, because I don't know if I can necessarily be put in a box. I got different things going on, so very eclectic, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Enthusiastic, probably too much though, because, you know, like how others perceive you and how you perceive yourself is so different. I feel like defining yourself is probably very more difficult than you would just think it would be.
Are you thinking of yourself as a title? Like, can you not give yourself a title, or can you not just, or are you just something different every single day so it doesn't, I'm just casual?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I guess I'd like to consider myself a hippie. I mean, that's just what I personally take that one as a compliment. Most people are like, use that word in a negative connotation, but I like to think that I'm a hippie in the way that, I mean, I do walk around barefoot all the time, and, but that's not the only thing. I mean, like, I'm passionate about the environment, and I don't know, I like to do as much as I can for the environment, and I also dress like hippies, so there's that too. I guess if there was a title, that would probably be what I'd stick to.
So let's talk about the no shoes thing. So
yeah, let's.
What's the purpose behind that?
Honestly, it's as simple as the fact that, like, I mean, one, I love being barefoot, and two, I guess I don't want to, like, divorce myself from nature. Like, I like being in contact with it, and I mean, it's the natural way of being anyway. So I mean, some people find it very strange, but I think it's just honestly how we were born, and everyone used to do it. Shoes are the unnatural thing, so people think it's weird that I go barefoot, but I think it's weird you guys are wearing shoes. I don't know, there's no real purpose. It's honestly just because I like it.
Yeah.
It feels right.
I like that. So let's talk about your clothes.
Okay.
And your patterns. I think of you, before I met you, I thought of you as the pattern girl.
Yes.
And why so many patterns? What draws you to these patterns?
That's a great question.
Do patterns just draw you, like, and you don't even realize that you like patterns?
I think that's really more accurate, honestly. I wish I could be like, oh, it's a reflection of life. But I mean, it's nothing profound. Honestly, it's just like, this stuff is so fun. Sometimes I feel as though clothing is like making your personality something tangible, you know? As you were saying before, like, my personality is splattered on the walls. I mean, that's literally what I think it's making something intangible into something tangible.
So, what would you call yourself, a thrifter? Would you call yourself like a bargain shopper, or more so just, I like clothes, or I like patterns?
Yeah, I guess the thrifter, but I mean, it's not even about saving money, honestly. It's more about, I guess, just the excitement of the one-of-a-kind stuff you find, and that there's not multiples of it, and then it's just like someone else loved it before you, and then you're gonna use it again, and it's, I don't know, it's exciting. It's exciting. Like, thrifting itself is an adventure.
Yeah.
Sticking through all this crazy stuff that people didn't want.
So, where do you shop? That's the question I want to ask.
I know!
Where do you shop?
I've had a few people ask me this lately, and I'm like,
where are your favorite shops?
Oh, God. Well, that's what's really cool is, I think, when I was digging through my stuff today, is I realized it's, like, there's none of it that's like, oh, this was all from St. Vincent de Paul. Like, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of it was probably there's like a big St. Vincent de Paul in Green Bay that I go to, but there's no one place that's like the place to go to. I have a lot of stuff that's actually from a lot of countries I've been to, which makes it even more
How many
exciting.
countries have you been to?
You see this scratch-off map? Everything that's colored is where I've been. So the gold parts are like the places that still have yet to be seen. So I guess, okay, I'm not even trying to boast. I'm just trying to give it to you in a nutshell. I've been to every continent except Australia and Antarctica. Canada, United States of America, Mexico for a day, Peru, Costa Rica, South Africa, Morocco, Egypt, let's see, Spain, France, Germany, England, Denmark, Slovenia, Croatia, Italy, Greece, Probably somewhere in Europe. I can't remember. Cambodia, Thailand, Mongolia, and
Are you really close with your family?
Here's the thing. I'm really tight with my parents. Like, I've never been someone to be like, I hate my dad or I hate my mom. I'm so tight with my parents. They're probably like my top 2 best friends, which is a good thing, I think. I know some people are like, you shouldn't be best friends with your parents. I love my parents.
How did they influence you in your clothes? Or do they?
I think not necessarily that, but I think the fact that they've always, in high school, I also dressed crazy, and I was known for that as well. I think the fact that my parents, like, loved that about me and accepted it, and they weren't like, oh gosh, what are you doing? You know, the fact that they, like, encouraged me and supported me in my crazy, weird stuff I wore, makes me even more comfortable to do it, because it's like I had that familial support, because I've been doing it since, actually, this is the true thing, is I had to wear a uniform for like 10 years of my life, going to Catholic, I know, right? Horrible. I went to Catholic school. I'm not Catholic, but I went to Catholic school, just because it was better than the other shitty schools in the town, and so, wearing uniform kind of like, you know, bottled up all this expression, I would say. And then my mom gave me a dress-up box as a kid. So I'm thinking that's where a lot of this stems from. That was my favorite toy, not like Jenga, not Nintendo 64, my dress-up box. She had her like burqa from when she lived in Pakistan. You know what a burqa is, right?
Like the whole,
yeah, the full galabaya. And so I would dress up in that, like cultural things and stuff, like her shalwar kameez, which is like the big pants and then the big tunic shirt that they would wear in India. And like I would wear cultural things from a young age and not even realize it, but having a dress-up box is pretty much a reflection of what my adult life is now. This is my dress-up box. This is my adult dress-up box for sure. So having my mom set that up for me is probably what has set up what I have now.
So, all right, to end our interview, for people that want to be different, who have these ideas of, I want to wear this looks nice, but I don't want people to laugh at me. I don't know what people are going to think about me. I don't want to wear shoes today. What would you tell them?
Well, I used to have this quote as a kid, and I'd be like, life is an occasion, dress for it. And like, because everyone's always like, oh, I need an occasion to wear this. And I'm like, dude, life. Like, as corny as that is, I honestly think, like, I've earned more respect by being ridiculous than, you know, just sticking to simple, like, jeans and t-shirt, which is surprising. You would think you'd get more judgment being like, what the heck is going on with this chick? But honestly, more people have respected me for just going crazy out of the box than if I would have just been afraid and stuck to what everyone else is doing. So I say, YOLO! So stupid.